SHALAM. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Haya, Shamka, Yahweh, Malak of Ka, Daba'a, Ratazaka, Haya, Aisha, Ba'arataza, Kawa, Haya, Ba Shemayim, Nafalinawa, Lakam, Ka, Yawam, Ba Salakanawa, Kabawafnawa, Ka Salakanawa, Kabawafinawa, Wala'a, Tabaya Ainawa, Bonasaya one, Abal, Hawashainawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Waha'ala, Wahafapara, Wa'iwalamya, Aman. And in the English it reads, Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debt as we forgive our debtors, and lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. And this is a prayer for the Hakah, or the power. Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Baba Kushah, Nafananawa, Hakah, Hakah, Lara Pa'ah, Kal Makala, Wakal Madawa, Hakah, La Taha, Hamatazarayim, Haka, La Hakoyim, Hamafyim, Haka, Arakawaf, Hatama Allah, La Garashan, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, the water Aman. And in the English it reads, Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out. In the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you, so be it. And the blessings, Barakatah Yahweh, Wa Yahweh Shai, Wa Mayaka Allah, Wa Alahayim, Matah Zabiyah, Allah Wap YAHANNA, Ha Allah Wapyim, Ha Saranyam, Ha Kwatazayanyam, Ha Kayayayam, Wa Akwafyim, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, the water Aman. And in the English it reads, bless you Yahweh, and Yahweh Shai, and Michael, and the angels, commanding General YAHANNA, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, and the sisters, Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you, and so be it. And this is Psalms 121. Asha Ayanya, Al Hahayam, Ma'ayan, Yaba'a, Isaiah, Ma'ayin, Yahweh, Aisha, Shemayim, Wa Aratazah, Al Yathan, Lamawat, Regalka, Al Yanawam, Shamaka, Hanala'a, Yanawam, Wala'a, Yayashan, Shawama, Yasha'ala, Yahweh, Shamaka, Yahweh, Tazaka, Al-Yam, Yam Yanka, Yawamam, Hashamash, La'ayakayaka, Wayarak, Balayala, Yahweh, Yashamaka, Makal Rai, Yashama, Afnapashka, Yahweh, Yashama, Taza'afka, Wabawa Ayaka, Ma'aika, Wa'aid Iwalam. And in the English it reads, I will lift up mine eyes into the hills, from whence cometh my help? My help cometh from Yahweh, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is the shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth and even forevermore. So be it. And this is the book of Psalms 83. Alahayim, Al Damayalaka, Al Thakarash, Wa Al Thashakwat, Al Yahanna, Al Wabyaka, Yahama Yawan, Ra'ash, Al I.M.K, Ya Ayaramwa, Sawada, Wayata Yawa Aitazawa, Al Taza Pawanyaka, Amawa, Lakawa, Wanyakakidam, Magaya, Wala Yazaka, Sham Yasha'ala, Iwada, Kaya, Nawa Aitazawa, Laba, Yakadwa, Al Yaka, Bayaf, Yakawafwa. Look here. Slakia. Wala Kakidam, Magaya, Wala Yazaka, Sham Yasha'ala, Iwada, Kaya, Nawa Aitazawa, Laba, Yakadwa, Al Yaka, Bayaf, Yakawafwa, Alahaya, Adawam, Wa Yashima Alayam, Mawa'aba, Wahagayam, Gobal, Wa Imawan, Wa Imalak, Palishaf, Imishabia, Tazawa, Gum, Ashawa, Nalawa, Imam, Hayawa, Zarawai, Labanya Lawat, Salah, I.S.U.P.K, Kamadyan, Kasaya Sarah, Kayabyan, Banakal, Koyashwan, Nashamadwa, Bayandara, Hayawa, Daman, La Adama, Shayatamwa, Nadayabawa, Ka'ira, Wakazabak, Wakatazamanai, Kaunasayakamwa, Asha, Amawa, Nairasha, Lanawa, Af, Na'awaf, Alahayam, Alahaya, Shayatamwa, Kagambala, Kakwash, Lapaniraka, Ka'ash, Taba'ayara, Wakalaba, Talahat, Hayam, Kantaradakma, Wasa Iraka, Wabasawa Pafka, Tabalaham, Mala'a, Panyaham, Kwalawan, Wayaba Kwashwa, Shamkaya Hawa, Yabashwa, Wayaba Awa, Ide Ide, Waya Kapawa, Waya Abadwa, Waya the Iwa, Kaya Ata, Shamkaya Hawa, Labadka, Al Yawan, Al Kaha Arataza, Aman. And in the English it reads, keep not thy silence, O God, hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up their head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and have consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee, the tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites of Moab, and the Hagarenes, Gabor and Ammon, and Amalek, with the Philistines of with the inhabitants of Tyre. Asher also is joined with them. They have holpen the children of Salah. Do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kison, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Oreb, and like Zayed, yea, all their princes as Zabah, and as Zalmunah, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of the Most High in possession. O Yahweh, make them like a wheel, as a stove before the wind, as a fire burneth the wood, and as a flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name, O Yahweh. Let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the Most High over all the earth. So be it. And this is the curses. Blessed are you, Yahweh, King of heaven and earth, and all things living. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, listen to us now, right now. Send evils and curses, and punishments and destructions to the heathen that speak against us, the teachers, the princes, the priests, the Israelite brothers and the school. Sent evils and curses and punishment and destruction to the heathen, and shake loose the treasure of the rich of Israel that refuse to give to the school, force their riches to enter into thy sanctuary, send evils and curses and punishment and destruction to the Edomites and the nations and their drug dealers, the court system, the prison system, Planned Parenthood, all the governments of our enemies, Amalek synagogues and armies, Roman Catholic Church, the Pope, Islam, Christianity, Egyptology, militia, Ku Klux Klan, Aryan Nation, skinheads, Pasiko Matazi, the gay movement, the lesbian movement, spies, workers of witchcraft, national space programs, army, navy, air force, marines, Wall Street, open up the internet and the airways, the cable access channels and the radio channels, convict the spirit of any of thy people that seek to stop us and bring swift destruction to all the heathen that stand in the way or try to stop us from broadcasting your words throughout the planet Earth. Let loose all the plagues, cause them to go to and fro through the earth and consume them. Let the plague shake the house of the thief and the murderer. Let Yahawashi, Michael and Gabriel come down with the flying saucers and punish all the heathen that come up against us as we speak thy word. Cause it to be known by all that it is the angels that have done it. Cause it to be spread through the media throughout the whole world. Cause them to shake at thy coming. In the name of Yahawashi, thank you always, so be it. So that was the praise in the Hebrew and then in the English as well. So what we're going to do, we're going to read out the law in Hebrew, then read out the law in English, translate out. So the moment we're in Genesis 5, that's where we left off from last week. So look here. So it's Genesis 5:1 in the Hebrew. And it reads, Zahar, Sapar, Thawa Ladaf, Adam, Bayawam, Bara'ah, Alahayim, Adam, Badar, Mawaf, Alahayim, Aisha, Athawa. Zakar, Wanar, Kwaba, Bara'am, Waya, Barad, Atham, Waya, Korah, Athar, Shamam, Adam, Bayawam, Waba, Ra'am, Sa. Verse 2. Wayatha, Adam, Shalasham, Wama, Latha, Shanya, Waya, Lada, Badam, Wathawa, Kataza, Lamawa, Waya, Korah, Atha, Shamawa, Shata. Waya, Hayawa, Ya Maya, Adam, Akara, Hawa, Laya, Dawa, Atha, Shaf, Sef, Shamana, Sha'ata, Shana,
Yawalada, Benayam, Waba Nawaf, Waya Hayawa, Kal, Yamaya, Adam, Shata, Rahaya, Tha Sha'ai, Ma'a Wata, Shana, Washa Lashayam, Shana, Wayamaf. Oh, any, I'll take any. Get a big comfy chair. Come on. I don't want. Wayaka, Shaf, Kamash, Shanyam, Wama Afar, Shana, Wayalada, Atha, Anawash. More space for you, Twab, sir.
I'm 12.
Wayaka, Shaf, Aka Raya, Hawa Laya Dawa Atha, Anawash, Shabai, Shanyam, Washa Mana, Ma'awaf, Shana, Wayawalada, Banyam, Banayam, Baba Nawaf.
That's Genesis 5.
Kind of one cancer. So it reads, this is the book of the generations of Adam. In the day that God created man, in the likeness of God made he him. So this is talking about the Most High creating male and female, man. At this point, Adam, the man, it's like, yeah, I want to get confused. This is Adam at the moment. Is this man?
No, this is Adam right here.
So this is Adam. So the Most High made Adam, and he made Adam in the likeness of the angels, man, with rules. There's an old saying talk about rules separate us from the animals, man. Is that a Greek saying? Is it?
That is, yes, a Greek saying.
Saying rules separate humans from them animals, man. It's true. Animals have sex with what they want to have sex with. That's why people call men dogs. Why? Because dogs have sex anything, man. But a man with rules don't have sex with anything. Animals are naked, man, but humans are not naked, man. Animals have sex in the alleyway, man, with anybody, man. But humans are not supposed to. We're supposed to have rules. And Adam was given rules, man.
That's right.
That's what it means by made in the likeness of God, man. In the heavens, what you read in Genesis 1. In Genesis 1, we saw a council, man. What's a council? Rules being given, man. A blueprint being given. That's how the angels live, man. And that's how Adam was created. So like in verse 2, male and female, he created them and blessed them and called their name Adam in the day they were created.
All right, so this talking about the descendants of Adam right here, man. Meaning he blessed them. Why? Because he gave them the laws, man.
Yeah, that's right.
He blessed them and made them. So this in Genesis 5 is talking about Adam right here. You know what I mean? And as what the officer said, a lot of people read Genesis 5:1 and go, you know what I mean, that with God, he made man. But it's letting you know what the making is, man. In the likeness of God made he him, man. Meaning Adam had the rules, man.
That's right.
Adam had the regulations. That's the making right there. Meaning what? Everyone has the ability, but they weren't like Adam, man. They wasn't doing it like how Adam was, man. While every nation was doing what they felt, Adam lived by a code of conduct, man.
That's right.
Adam lived by rules. Reader.
Khan. And Adam lived 130 years and begot a son in his own likeness after his image.
After his image, meaning what? He taught the son his laws too, man.
That's right.
After his image, why? Because with a Cain, he's gone off, you know what I mean? And of course, with his other son Abel, he's dead, man. So what did Adam do? Had other kids, man. Because
that's like I said, if I may, that's how the image ain't talking about a picture, man. You know what I mean? Or how a man looks like. You say Adam got a son after his image. It's not saying Adam got a son that looked like him. So Adam got a son just like him. We know what happened to Adam. Had a son before that weren't in his image. that killed his own brother, man. Now we got a son in his image, a son that listens to his dad. You know what I mean? Carries on what his dad laid down. That's a son in your image, showing that your image ain't your physical appearance. So like I just wanted to say.
No, and that's heavy because his son before he slew his brother, and then like you know what I mean, he didn't even care, man. That was not the image of Adam, man.
That's right.
So what did the Lord do? The Lord gave him a son after his image. Reader.
And Adam lived 130 years and begot a son in his own likeness after his image, and called his name Seth. And the days of Adam after he had begotten Seth were 800 years, and he begat sons and daughters.
Yeah, man. So Adam's living long, man, having sons and daughters, man. You know, in this day and age, you live till 60, it's a miracle, man.
That's right.
You mean once someone reaches 60, it's like, you know what, I did it, man. Meanwhile, Adam was living 800, man. Adam seen 60 times 35. You know?
That's right.
And in this lifetime, we're happy to reach the 60 mark. Reader.
And all the days of Adam was 930 years, and he died. And Seth lived 105 years and begat Enos. And Seth lived, and he begat Enos 807 years and begat sons and daughters.
So now it's just talking about Adam's descendants right here. You know, they begat sons and daughters and so forth. So as you read on in Genesis 5, you get a list of, you know, the generations of Adam.
That's right.
Read it. I mean, that was 7, all right.
I got the other 7. Color 1 Khan is Wayahawa. Wayahawaya, Cow, Yamaya, Shaf, Shatayam, Aishara, Shana, Wata, Sha'ai, Awaf, Shana, Wayamaf, and Sa. Wayakaya and Yawash Tasha Ayam Shana Wayawa Lada Ata Kwayana Waya Khaya A Nawas Akai Raya Hawala Yadawa Ata Kwaya no Kwayanan. I think that's Canaan, isn't it?
That's right.
Kwayanan Kamash Aishara Shana Washa Manawa Ma'awaf Shana Wayawa Lada Banyaham Waba Nawaf Waya Hayawa Kal Yamaya Anawash Kamash Shanyam Wasta Sha'ai Ma'awaf Shana'a Wayamaf Wa Ya Kaya Kwayawan Shaba I Yum Shana Wayawa Lada Ata Maha Lala Al Salakia Waya Kaya Kwayanan Aka Raya Hawala, Yala, Atha, Maha, La'al, Araba, Ayan, Shana, Washa, Mana, Ma'awaf, Shana, Waya, Lada, Banayam, Waba, Nawaf, Waya, Hayawa, Kal, Yamaya, Kwayanan, Aisha, Shanyam, Watha, Sha'ai, Ma'awaf, Shana, Wayamaf, Sa. It reads, and all the days of Seth were 912 years, and he died 112 years, and he died. And Enos lived 70, so Enos lived 90 years and begot Canaan. And Enos lived, and after he begat Canaan, 815 years and begat sons and daughters. And all the days of Enos were 905 days, and he died. And Canaan lived 70 years and begot Mahalalel. And Canaan lived and begot Mahalalel 840 years and begot sons and daughters. And all the days of Canaan were 910 years, and he died. That's it.
That's it. Now I know, so I'll read it next. So where are you?
15 to 21.
Genesis 5 and 15. Wayakaya, Ma'alal, La'al, Kamash, Shanyam, Wa Shashayam, Shanya, Wayalad, Af, Irad. 16. Wayakaya, Mahalal, Akaya, Hawa, Laya Dawa, Af, Yarad, Shalayam, Shana, Washamana, Ma'awaf, Shanya, Waya Layalad, Banyahum, Waba Nawaf. 17. Waya Thaya An Kal Yamaya Ma'alal Kamash Watha Sha'ayam Shanya Washa Mana. Ma'a is Ma'awaf Shanya Wayamath. Verse 18. Wayak Ya Yarad Shathayam Wa Shashayam Shana Wama'af Shana Waya Wa Walad Af Kanak. Verse 19. Wayak Ya Yarad Akraya Hawa La Yadawa Af Kana Waka Shamana Ma'awaf Shana Laya La is Wa Ya Walad Banayam Waba Nawaf Waya Kayawa Kal Wa Yamaya Yarad Shatha Yam Shathawam Wa Shashayam Shana Watha Sha'ai Ma'awaf Shana Wayamath. Verse 21. Wayakaya Kanawak Kamach Wa Shashayam Shana, Wayalad, Af, Mathar, Washalam, sorry, Washalak. Yeah, 21. All right. No swear. Was that Genesis 5 and 15? Genesis 5 and 15. And Mahalalel lived 65 years and begot a Jared.
Okay, so what you're reading now is in the Bible, you got genealogies, man, and the Bible likes to run it down so you know who's who. In the Bible, who your father is matters, man. In the Bible, we like to prove it. The Bible's not like Christianity today. It don't matter where you come from, who cares. The Bible, it matters who you come from, man. Who your father is, you know what I mean? Your registry matters. And this is talking about before Abraham, man. You know what I mean? All these people here are people that linked directly to Noah. And then after that, after that, you had Abraham who linked directly to Noah. After that, you had the Israelites that linked back to Abraham, and you know, and so forth. A brother that linked back to Jacob and so forth. So this is before Jacob, and the holy line with brothers that were linked to linked to Adam.
That's right.
And then from Adam, it linked to Noah, man. And the Bible's letting you know why Noah is a prophet, man, from the bloodline of the prophets, man. Why Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, is letting you know that these men stem from great men, where they come from, their registry. And that's what we're reading right here, man. Keep reading.
Verse 16. And Mahalalel lived after he begot a Jared 830 years and begat sons and daughters.
And he begat sons and daughters, man. Letting you know that the brother, you know what I mean? Letting you know the life of this brother, man. Like how you read about the Ying Ming dynasty and they talk about, you know, Genghis Khan and how he lived and how much daughters he had, man. In the Bible, black man, we got lineages too. We got family too. We got you know, family in this Bible too. It's letting you know the history of where these men come from, man.
That's right.
Keep it in.
And all the days of Mahalalel were 895 years.
And this is a history book, man, of a certain people, of a certain race, man, of where they come from, how they started out, man, how the Lord dealt with them, the Lord gave them all the knowledge, how they got their land, where they live. Just like you can go to the library and find out about the Ming Ying Qing dynasty, man, of, you know, what dynasty they ruled, where they ruled, from, you know, how far their land stretched, who started the Ming dynasty. You know, usually read it, the Ming dynasty started off with, you know, Jason Ming, who wanted to, you know, unify this, and he conquered this country. In the Bible, we got the same thing, man. We go to church and we go to school, and what do we think? We think we ain't got no history. We think our history started with slavery, man. We think our history started with the Windrush, man. Now the Bible telling you how you started, man. Tell you about your grandparents and how long they lived, man, and when they died, man. You're a black man, you go to school, you learn about white people all day, man. Well, George the Great was born in 1805, was baptized in 1802, December the 1st, went to school, at 18, December the 18th, married this woman, had four sons, Charles, Winston, all this heritage, man. But guess what, black man? You got history of your own, man. We're reading it right here. We're reading about Methuselah, man, who begot sons and daughters, man, in his 70s, then died when he was 100. Then, you know what I mean? Then that son had a son. This is the history. This is your history, man. This is the history that you need to be learning, man. We think we ain't got no history. When it comes to black people, the slaves. You know, that's it. And when? What happened? I don't know, the slaves. So how much sons did they have? When did they die? When was he baptized? When did he grew up? We don't know. It's not important. The slaves. But nah, man, you got some deep history. And we're reading it right now in the Bible, man. It's letting you know how long when these men was born, at what age they had children, man. You know what I mean? And what child took over, their grandchildren, their great-great-grandchildren, and so forth, man. Keep it in.
And he died.
And he died? Keep it in.
Verse 18, and a Jared lived 162 years and begat Enoch. Verse 19, and a Jared lived after he begot Enoch 800 years and begat sons and daughters.
There you go. And these are great men that begat sons and daughters, man, that were fruitful, man. Letting you know the day, the age they had these children and how long they lived after these children. Keep reading.
Verse 20. And all the days of Jared were 962 years.
And all the days of Jared, meaning his total life was 900 years old, man. Damn, this brother lived long, man. This brother lived long, man. It's a shame how brothers don't know about Jared, man, but they can tell you about King Charles, man. King Charles of the, the Edwards or the this and the that, man. In primary school, they used to drill it in our brains, man.
That's right.
How this king, you don't know about Queen Elizabeth, who died at 60 and had no children. Oh, it goes into our brains, man. Meanwhile, they don't teach us this, man. And when you go to church, you think that you're reading about white people's history, man. This is your history, man. This is a man that came from you. Well, technically, everyone on the earth came from these people. Because this is what Adam's time. So fair enough for getting that, man. But this is gonna run down to that chosen seed, man, which is blacks and Hispanics and Native Indians, man.
That's right.
This runs down to who? To Noah, man. Then from Noah, it runs down to what? Abraham, man. From Abraham, it runs down to Isaac, and then from there to Jacob, man. Keep reading.
And he died, and Enoch lived 65 years, and begat Methuselah.
And again, this scripture here is showing separatism, man. At this time, there's other nations on the face of the earth, man. But the Lord ain't running down their genealogy, man. This is the genealogy that the Lord's working with right here, man. This is the chosen genealogy that the Lord's working with. At this time, there's loads of nations, man. But the Lord ain't dealing with them. The Lord ain't writing their genealogy down in this book, man. You're writing down a certain people's genealogy in this book, man. Any more, sir?
That was the end of 21. Yeah.
Okay. 29,
yeah.
Okay.
Waya, Sahalada, Kana, Kanawad, Atha, Ha, Alahayim, Akariya, Hawala, Yadawa, Atha, Matha, Wa, Shalak, Shalash, Ma'awaf, Shana, Waya Lada, Banayam, Waba Nawaf. Salakia Waya Haya Kau Yamaya Ka Nawad Kamash Washashayam Shana Washalash Ma'awaf Shana. Waya Tata Lada Kana Wad Ata Ha Alahayam Wa'a Yanan Nawa Kau Lakwak Thawa Alahayam. Waya Kaya Matha Shala Sakya Matha Washalak Shabai Washamanyam Shana Wama'af Shana Wayuwalad Atha Lamad. Waya Kaya Matha Washalak Karaya Hawala Yadawa Ata Lamad Shatayam Washa Mawad Nayam Shana Washabai Ma'awaf Shana Wayawad Lada Banyam Waba Nawaf. Waya Hayawa Kau Yamaya Matha Washa Lak Bashai Washashayam Shana Watha Shai Ma'awaf Shana Wayamaf. Waya, Sakya, Waya, Maya, Lamak, Shatayam, Washa, Manayam, Shana, Wama'af, Shana, Waya, Sakya, Wa, Yawa, Lad, Ban. And it reads like verse 22.
And Enoch walked with the Most High after he begat Methuselah 300 years and begat sons and daughters.
Read that.
And that shows that to walk with the Most High don't mean that, you know, you and him are walking side by side, man. You know, if you walk with the Most High, it means that you keep his commandments, man. That's what it means to walk with him. So the commandments were back then. In the time of Genesis, people think the commandments started with Moses, man. Nah, man. A man that predates Moses, man, walked with the Most High, man. Kept his commandments, man. Didn't eat pork, didn't have tattoos, didn't have sex with prostitutes, and whatever the case may be, man. That's what it means to walk with God, man. And a man that predates Moses by what, hundreds of years, he walked with God too, man.
That's right.
Meaning the Most High always had rules, man. He always had laws, statutes, and commandments, man. People like to call it the law of Moses, meaning I follow Christ, man. I don't follow them laws, man. So I go back. See, before what happened before Moses, man. You know, I'm going back to before Moses, but before Moses, there were laws also, man. Go on. And all the days of Enoch were 365 days. And Enoch walked with God, and he was not, for God took him. And the Most High took Enoch, man. You know, the Most High took him. You know, when again, it's another topic, man. But at this time, a lot of madness was going on, man. And sometimes the Lord takes you away from it, man, so you don't have to die, man. Like the Lord took Noah away, man. The Lord about to kill everybody else by drowning them. And the Lord saved Noah, man. And likewise with Enoch, with the Methuselah, man. Because Methuselah walked with the Most High. Because Enoch walked with the Most High, the Lord took him, man. So what? He don't have to die the death that everybody else was going to receive, man. And Methuselah lived in 187 years and begat Lamech. And Methuselah lived after he begat Lamech 782 years and begat sons and daughters. And all the days of Methuselah was 969 years, and he died. And hence why they got the saying, "You're old like Methuselah, man." Methuselah's the oldest recorded man in the Bible, man. You know, you look it up, but look at Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Adam, anyone. There's no one in the Bible that lives older than Methuselah. And the white man got a saying, "Oh, you're old like Methuselah, man. Yo, them shoes are older than Methuselah." It's old saying. Why? Because Methuselah's the oldest documented guy in the Bible. And Lamech lived 182 years and begat a son.
That was it there.
And the Lord's Prayer, Abanawa,
Shabbat
Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shemka, Yahweh, Malak of Ka, Taba'ah, Ratazaka, Hayah, I.S.U.P.K, Ba'aratazah, Kawal, Hayah, Shemayim, Nafandanawa, Lakam, Kal, Yawam, Wasalaknawa, Kabawafnawa, Ka Salaknawa, Kabawafinawa, Wala'ah, Tabi'ainawa, Banasayawan, Abal, Hawashainawa, Mayan, Right, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Waha'ala, Wahafapara, I will love you. Amen.
And in the English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come.
Thy
will be done. In earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day. Our daily bread. And forgive us our debts.
And forgive us our debt.
As we forgive our debtors.
As we forgive our debtors.
And lead us not.
And lead us not.
Into temptation.
Into temptation.
But deliver us.
But deliver us.
From evil.
From evil.
For thine is a kingdom.
For thine is the kingdom.
And the power.
And the power.
And the glory.
And the glory.
Forever.
Forever.
So be it.
So be it. And the prayer for the power of the Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Ba Hashem Yahweh Shai.
Ba Hashem Yahweh Shai.
Baba Kushar.
Baba Kushar.
Nafanda Nawa.
Funda Nawa.
Haka.
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 Lara Pa'ar.
Lara Pa'ar.
Kal Makala.
Kal Makala.
Bakal Madawa.
Kal Madawa.
Haka.
Haka.
Lataha.
Lataha.
Hamatazarayim.
Hamatazarayim.
Haka.
Haka.
Lahakwiyam.
Lahakwiyam.
Hamafiyam.
Hamafiyam.
Haka.
Haka.
Awakawa.
Arakarawa.
Hatama Allah.
Hatama Allah.
Nagarashan.
Garishan.
Ba Hashem Yahweh Shai.
Ba Hashem Yahweh Shai.
The water Aman.
Wad Aman. And in the English, Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
Please
Please.
give us a power.
Give us the power.
A power to heal.
The power to heal.
All manner of sickness.
All manner of sickness.
And all manner of disease.
And all manner of disease.
The power to cleanse the leper.
The power to cleanse the leopard.
The power to raise the dead.
The power to raise the dead.
The power against unclean spirits.
The power against unclean spirits.
To cast them out.
To cast them out.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. And the blessings, Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Wa Yahweh Shai.
Wa Yahweh Shai.
Wa Mayaka Allah.
Wa Mayaka Allah.
Wa Alahayim.
Wa Alahayim.
Mata Zabiyah.
Mata Zabiyah.
Allah Yahanna.
Allah Yahanna.
Ha Alawapim.
Ha Alawapim.
Ha Saranyam.
Ha Saranyam.
Ha Patazayanyam.
Ha Patazayanyam.
Ha
Ha
Kaliyalim.
Kaliyalim.
Wa Akwafim.
Wa Akwafim.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Ba Hashem Yahweh Shai.
Wa Hashem Yahweh Shai.
The water Aman.
Wad Aman. And in the English, bless you Yahweh.
Bless you Yahweh.
And Yahweh Shai.
And Yahweh Shai.
And Michael.
And Michael.
And the angels.
And the angels.
Commanding General Yahanna.
Commanding General Yahanna.
The general.
The general.
The captain.
The captain.
The officers.
The officers.
The troopers.
The troopers.
And the sisters.
And the sisters.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. And this is Psalms 121. Asher Ayanya.
Asher Ayanya.
Al Hahayim.
Al Hahayim.
Ma'ayan.
Ma'ayan.
Yaba'a.
Yaba'a.
Isaiah.
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 Ma'ayin.
Ma'ayin.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
I.S.H.A.P.K.
Aisha.
Shemayim.
Shemayim.
Wa Aratazar.
Wa Aratazar.
Al Yatan.
Al Yatan.
Lamawat.
Lamawat.
Regalka.
Regalka.
Al Yanawam.
Al Yanawam.
Shemaka.
Shemaka.
Kanala'a.
Kanala'a.
Yanawam.
Yanawam.
Wala'a.
Wala'a.
Yayashan.
Yayashan.
Shawama.
Shawama.
Yasha'ala.
Yasha'ala.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Shemaka.
Shemaka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Tazalka.
Tazalka.
Al Yad.
Al Yad.
Yam Yanka.
Yam Yamka.
Yawamam.
Yawamam.
Hashamash.
Hashemash.
La'ayakayaka.
Ayakayaka.
Wayarak.
Wayarak.
Walayala.
Layala.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamaka.
Yashamaka.
Makal Rai.
Nakal Rai.
Yashama.
Yashama.
Afna Pashka.
Afna Pashka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashama.
Yashama.
Taza'afka.
Taza Afka.
Babawa Aika.
Baba Aika.
Ma'aifa.
Ma'aika.
Iwalam.
I will
Aman.
Aman. And in the English, I will lift up mine eyes
I will lift up mine eyes
unto the hills,
unto the hills,
from whence cometh my help.
from whence cometh my help.
My help cometh from Yahweh,
My help cometh from Yahweh,
which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
He will not offer
He will not suffer
thy foot to be moved.
thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee
He that keepeth thee
will not slumber.
will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Israel
he that keepeth Israel
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh is thy a keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee
Yahweh shall preserve thee
from all evil.
From all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out.
And thy coming in.
And thy coming in.
From this time forth.
From this time forth.
And even forevermore.
And even forevermore.
So be it.
So be it. And this is Psalms 83. Alahayim.
Alahayim.
Al Damayalaka.
Al Damayalaka.
Al Thakarash.
Al Thakarash.
Wa Al Thashakwat.
Al Thashakwat.
Al
Yahanna.
Al Wabyaka.
Al YAHANNA.
Yahama Yawan.
Yahaman.
Ra'ash.
Al
Imaka.
I.M.K.
Ayaramwa.
Iriyamwa.
Sawada. Wayatha Yawa Itazawa.
Wayatha Yawa Atazawa.
Altazar Pawanyaka.
Altazar Pawanyaka.
Amawa.
Lakawa.
Wanyakakidam.
Wanakakidam.
Magaya. Wala'a. Yazaka. Sham Yasha'ala.
Iwada. Kaya.
Nawa Itazawa. Laba. Yakadwa. Al Yaka. Wayaf. Yakawafwa. Alahaya. Adawam. Wa Yashama Alayam. Mawa'aba. Wahagayam. Gabal. Wa Imawan. Wa Imalak. Palishab. Imishabya. Tazawa. Gum Ashawa. Nalawa. Aiman. Hayawa. Zarawai. Labanya Lawat. Salah. I.S.U.P.K. Kamadian. Kasaya Sarah. Kayabyan. Banakal. Koyashwan. Nashamadwa. Bayandara. Hayawa. Daman. La Adama. Shayathamwa. Gadayamawa. Ka'ira. Wakazabak. Wakatazalmanai. Kaunasayakumwa. Asha. Amawa. Nayarasha. Lanawa. Af. Na'awaf. Alahaya. Shayathamwa. Kagalgala. Kakwash. Lapanyaraka. Ka'ash. Kaba'ayara. Wakalabat. Salahat. Hayam. Khan. Saradakma. Basa Abasawa Pafka. Tabalaham. Mala'ah. Panyaham. Kwalawan. Wayabakwashwa. Shamka. Yahawa. Yabashwa. Wayaba Aidi. Wayakapawa. Wayabadwa. Wayada Aiwa. Kayata. Shamka. Yahawa. Labadka. Al-Yawan. Alkaha Arataza. Aman.
And in the English, keep not thou silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
And hold not thy peace.
And be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult. And they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel. Against thy people. And consulted against. Thy hidden ones. They have said. Come. And let us cut them off. From being a nation. That the name of Israel. May be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together. With one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Eden. And the Ishmaelites. Of Moab. And the Hagarine. Gabal and Ammon. And Amalek. The Philistines. With the inhabitants of Tyre. Ashur also is joined with them. They have opened the children of lust. Selah. Do unto them. As unto the Midianites. As to Sisera. As to Jabin. At the brook of Kison,
at the brook of Kison,
which perished at Endor.
which perished at Endor.
They became as dung for the earth.
They became as dung for the earth.
Made their nobles like Horeb,
Made their nobles like Oreb,
and like Zayeb.
and like Zayeb.
Yea,
Yea,
all their princes as Zabah,
all their princes as Zabah,
and as Zalmunna,
and as Zalmunna,
who said,
let
Let us take to ourselves
take to
the
ourselves
houses of the Most High in possession.
the houses of the Most High in possession.
O Yahweh,
O Yahweh,
make them like a wheel,
make them like a wheel,
as the stubble before the wind,
as the stubble before the wind,
as the fire burneth for wood,
as the fire burneth the wood,
and as the flame
and as the flame
setteth the mountains on fire.
setteth the mountains on fire.
So I persecute them
So persecute them
with thy tempest,
with thy tempest,
and make them afraid
and make them afraid
with thy storm.
with thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame,
Fill their faces with
that
shame,
they may seek thy name, O Yahweh.
that they may seek thy name, O Yahweh.
Let them be confounded,
Let them be confounded
and are troubled forever.
and troubled forever.
Yea,
Yea,
let them be put to shame,
let them be put to shame
and perish,
and perish,
that men may know
that men may know
that thou,
that thou,
whose name alone
whose name alone
is Yahweh,
is Yahweh,
are the Most High
are the Most High
over all the earth.
over all the earth.
So be it.
So be it.
And the curses, blessed are you, Yahweh,
Blessed are you, Yahweh,
King of heaven and earth,
King of heaven and earth,
and all things living.
and all things living.
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
in the name of Yahweh Shai,
in the name of Yahweh Shai,
listen to us now,
listen to us now,
right now.
right now.
Send evils and curses,
Send evils and curses,
and punishments and destruction
and punishment and destruction
to the heathen
to the heathen
that speak against us.
that speak against us.
Thy prophets,
Thy prophets,
the teachers,
the teachers,
the princes,
the princes,
the priests,
the priests,
the Israelite brothers,
the Israelite brothers,
and the school,
and the schools,
send evils and curses,
send evils and curses,
and punishments and destruction
and punishment and destruction
to the heathen,
to the heathen,
and shake loose
and shake loose
the treasure
the treasure
of the rich of Israel,
of the rich of Israel,
that refuse to give to the school,
that refuse to give to the school,
force their riches
force their riches
to enter into thy sanctuary,
to enter into thy sanctuary,
send evils and curses,
send evils and curses,
and punishments and destruction
and punishment and destruction
to the Edomites,
to the Edomites,
and the nations,
and the nation,
and their drug dealers,
and their drug dealers,
the court system,
the court system,
the prison system,
the prison system,
Planned Parenthood,
Planned Parenthood,
all the governments of our enemies,
all the governments of our enemies,
Amalek synagogues and armies,
Amalek synagogues and armies,
Roman Catholic Church,
Roman Catholic Church,
the Pope,
Islam,
Christianity, Egyptology, militia, Ku Klux Klan, Aryan Nation, skinheads, Posse Comitazi, the gay movement, the lesbian movement, spies, workers of witchcraft, NASA space program, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Wall Street, open up the internet, and the airwaves, cable access channels,
the cable access channels,
and the radio channels, convict the spirit
of
any of thy people
any of thy people
that seek to stop us,
and
bring swift destruction
to
all the heathen
that
stand in the way,
stand in the way
or try to stop us
or try to stop us
from broadcasting your word
from broadcasting your words
throughout the planet Earth.
Let
loose all the plagues,
cause
them to go to and fro
them to go to and fro
through the earth and consume them.
through the earth and consume them.
Let the plague shake
Let the played shame.
The house of the thief and the murderer.
The house of the thief and the murderer.
Let Yahawashi,
Let Yahawashi,
Michael and Gabriel come down with the flying horses
come down with the flying saucers
and punish all the heathen
and punish all the heathen
that come up against us as we speak thy word.
As we speak thy word,
Cause it to be known by all.
cause it to be known by all.
That is the angels that have done it.
That is the angels that have done it.
Cause it to be spread
Cause it to be spread
through the media, throughout the whole world. Cause them to shake.
Cause them to shake.
At thy coming.
At thy coming.
In the name of Yahawashi.
In the name of Yahawashi.
Thank you always.
Thank you always.
So be it.
So be it.